Welcome to Celeb Scene Central. The View moderator Whoopi Goldberg just went on the mother of all tirades against Donald Trump's VP pick J D Vance and a resurfaced interview clip in which the Ohio senator called Kamala Harris and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez childless cat ladies on the political left. The 68-year-old Oscar-winning actress kicked off Wednesday's episode of the talk show with an impassioned criticism of Vance, after the politician's controversial quotes from a 2021 interview with Tucker Carlson went viral in the wake of Trump picking the hillbilly elegy subject as his running mate. "Sir, there are people who have chosen not to have children for whatever reason. There are people who want to have children who cannot. How dare you? You never had a baby, your wife had a baby. But, you never had a baby, so you know nothing about this. How dare you? Women? You heard how he thinks of you. This is not good for you, JD. Now, what the hell?" Goldberg said after the show played a clip from the 3-year-old discussion in which Vance said, "We're effectively run in this country, via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, so they want to make the rest of the country miserable, too." Vance went on to specifically name Harris, Ocasio-Cortez, and Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg as those he disapproves of. "How does it make any sense that we've turned our country over to people that don't really have a direct stake in it?" Vance asked Carlson. The View's legal expert, Sunny Hostin, 55, called Vance's quotes a very myopic view of the country, and cited the significant voting bloc of Gen Z Americans that don't have children yet as those who should also be offended by Vance. Later, 35-year-old Alyssa Farah Griffin, who previously worked for Trump's White House communications team, brought up infertility and miscarriage rates in the United States as other reasons why Vance shouldn't have targeted childless people. "How dare you denigrate them and say they are not as valuable or have as much of a stake," Griffin said. Finally, co-host Joy Behar, 81, urged Vance to do some work on guns and the climate as a means to protect future generations of children instead of criticizing people who don't have kids, but still have a voting voice in the country. "In Project 2025, those things are going to be right out the window," she continued. "Stop lecturing us on children." Goldberg closed the segment by asking Vance to look back through history to see which political figures also haven't had kids, but still made a lasting impact on American politics. "You know who else didn't have biological kids? George Washington, the father of our nation. You know what he did? Like Kamala, he raised Martha's children. He raised them with her," Goldberg reminded Vance. "James Polk had no children, James Buchanan, Andrew Jackson, had no biological children, because none of them could have kids. Children are very important to us as a nation. We pay taxes not for the stuff that's for us, but how we help other people."